This is a certified
Bob Sponge 10
classic.
Donnie Darko is such pure Halloween kino about a gamer who is just trying to make his way through life, tormented by the twisted reality that he is alien in a world built for Chads and Stacys. There are many things that make Donnie Darko a gamer. First of all, he is literally me. And second of all, there are so many allegories and so much epic gamer symbolism. Like, for example, at the very beginning of the film, there's this scene right here where him and his family are around the dinner table, and this, I believe, is a reference to Sneed's Feed and Seed. But just take a look at this scene. And keep in mind, the sign is a subtle joke. The shop is called Sneed's Feed and Seed, where feed and seed both end in the sound "eed," thus rhyming with the name of the owner, Sneed.
Just call me a fuck ass.
Elizabeth, that's enough.
You can go suck a fuck.
Oh, please tell me, Elizabeth, how exactly does one suck a fuck?
You want me to tell you?
Please tell me.
We will not have this at the dinner table. Stop.
The sign says that the shop was formerly Chuck's, implying that the two words beginning with F and S would have ended with uck, rhyming with Chuck. So when Chuck owned the shop, it would have been called...
You can go suck a fuck.
Oh, please tell me, Elizabeth, how exactly does one suck a fuck? Suck a fuck. Suck a fuck.
You guessed it. Chuck's, Feeduck, and Seeduck. Another way Donnie Darko reminds me of myself is his friend group. True gamers surround themselves with fellow gamers and fellow racists, just like Donnie Darko.
Brody.
Hey, Sharita, you want a cigarette?
Shut up! Shut up!
Go back to China, bitch.
That's so us. Now, let me ask you something. When you watch this scene, tell me what it reminds you of.
Well, they say it right when they flood the house and they tear it to shreds, that, destruction is a form of creation, so the fact that they burn the money is ironic. They just want to see what happens when they tear the world apart.
Said you were a man of few words.
Oh, I am. I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money. This town deserves a better class of criminal. And I'm gonna give it to him.
We just need to figure out what he's after. With respect, Master Wayne, perhaps this is a man you don't fully understand either. Some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Even The Dark Knight, one of the most quintessential gamer films of all time, drew inspiration from Donnie the Gamer Darko.
Sharita, you should go home.
Yeah, if you're still here and the bus comes, we're all gonna get in trouble.
Shut up!
Yeah, Dad! Hey, Porky Pig, I hope you get molested.
This next scene is perhaps the strongest evidence in the whole film that Donnie Darko is a gamer. Everybody knows that gamers like to go on tirades about their passions and the things that are truly important in life. For somebody these days, that would be like Regular Show or Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something like that. But for a movie that takes place in the 80s, their nostalgia bait would naturally be a show from the 70s, such as The Smurfs.
Beer and pussy, that's all I need. So we gotta find ourselves a Smurfette. Smurfette? Mm-hmm. Not some, tight-ass Middlesex chick, you know? Like this cute little blonde that'll get down and dirty with the guys. Like Smurfette does.
Smurfette doesn't fuck.
That's bullshit. Smurfette fucks all the other Smurfs. Why do you think Papa Smurf made her? It's because all the other Smurfs were getting too horny.
No, not Vanity. I heard he was a homosexual.
Okay, well, you know what? Then she fucks them while Vanity watches, okay?
Well, what about Papa Smurf? I mean, he must get into the action.
Yeah, what he does, he films the gangbang. Later on, he beats off to the tape.
First of all,
Papa Smurf didn't create Smurfette. Gargamel did. She was sent in as Gargamel's evil spy with the intention of destroying the Smurf village. But the overwhelming goodness of the Smurf way of life transformed her. And as for the whole gangbang scenario, it just couldn't happen. Smurfs are asexual. They don't even have reproductive organs under those little white pants. This was so illogical, you know, about being a Smurf. You know, what's the point of living if you don't have a dick?
A secondary epic gamer moment from this scene is how Donnie's just sitting there trying to shoot while his friends are going off about this stuff behind him, and he's trying hard to ignore them. It's just like when me and my dad go to the gun range and he's striking up a conversation with whatever stranger has the misfortune to sit next to us while I'm trying to set in my sights and whatnot and trying to, you know, shoot straight, make sure my scope isn't off or whatever. It's very distracting. Right here, Donnie feels the feeling that every gamer feels. He feels the alluring call, the siren song of an unregistered weapon. Now, this part was especially based in Red Pilled. Donnie Darko says F sickos, and he puts that pedophile in his place.
Well, Gerald, I think you're afraid.
Are you telling us this stuff so we can buy your book? Because I gotta tell you, if you are, that was some of the worst advice I ever heard.
You see how sad this is? Do you see the fear, people? This boy is scared to death of the truth. Son, it breaks my heart to say this, but I believe you're a very troubled and confused young man.
You're right, actually. I am pretty, I'm pretty troubled and I'm pretty confused, but I'm afraid, really afraid. Really afraid, but I think you're fucking Antichrist.
Extinguished sometime after 8 o'clock last night. Now, firefighters discovered what has been referred to as a kiddie porn dungeon. Cunningham, who has become a recent celebrity for his books and motivational tapes, was arrested early this morning while golfing at the Sarasota Heights Country Club.
You know, it's a sad world we live in. Gamers are not safe from oppression, even from their own family.
They didn't buy me what I wanted for Christmas.
What did you want for Christmas that year?
Hungry hippos.
How did you feel being denied these hungry hippos?
Regret.
It's so disturbing to see. You know, even, 15 years later, probably? This poor, innocent young man is still not over the denial of his game, his hungry hippos. It's enough to make a man go insane. Truly. As we all know, every gamer is a stone cold incel, okay? Now, I will readily admit I have been hit on by blacks. But that doesn't count, okay? Black women do not count against true cell status because I would never date one. Might as well be getting hit on by a tranny. It doesn't count. Donnie goes through a similar situation, as many gamers do.
I promise that one day everything's gonna be better for you.
Shut up!
This epidemic of she-boons thinking they have a shot with a genuine gentleman gamer such as ourselves. But the real meat and potatoes of the story is Donnie Darko's relationship with Gretchen, Have you ever had a one-itis? A girl you would do anything for, even if she wouldn't return the favor?
Where do I sit?
Sit next to the boy you think is the cutest.
Quiet!
Oh my god.
Better choose.
Now, how we get to this point is pretty much impossible to explain to anybody who hasn't seen the film, but at the end, Donnie Darko kills himself to save his cutie pie girlfriend, Gretchen. Would she have done the same? I don't know. But, you know, that's the mark of a true gamer, I think. To seek what many consider the unreachable ideal of Veronica. A gamer wants it so bad. He'll do anything to hold on to that illusion. Whether it is or isn't, we never know. But can you fault him? I don't. It really is beautiful in a way. Now, there is a controversy within this film. Donnie Darko technically has sex with the cutie pie Gretchen, but then he goes back in time and kills himself. Therefore, it doesn't count. Donnie Darko is still a gamer incel, just like the rest of us. So, yeah.